everybody. It's Erin Schulte, Coordinator of Counseling and Character Education.
And Adrienne Adkison again. I'm the care coordinator at one of our middle schools.
And we are back with another session about taking care of yourself, wellness, and just being both physically and mentally well. If you haven't seen any of our previous videos, we are both educators first and foremost, but also yoga instructors, and just very passionate about people being well, taking care of themselves, and living healthy lifestyles from the inside out. So this session today, we're going to take you through just a couple of yoga poses that you can do. Again, just won't take more than 5 minutes, and a little kind of brain break stretch out. And then after that, we'll talk to you a little bit about our pro tips for journaling. So I'm going to start out by teaching Adrienne a couple of poses, and we encourage you to also participate along with us. So you can do all of these poses either sitting or standing. If you're sitting down or if you're standing up, just be nice and tall from your tailbone all the way through the top of your head. And then relax your shoulders, relax your face, relax your jaw. Again, if you've watched any of our other videos, you know that Adrienne and I are big believers in just the power of taking a deep breath. And today we're going to combine that with a little bit of movement. Feel free to close your eyes gently if you'd like, or you can keep them open as well. Either one, whichever you're more comfortable with. So soften your face, soften your jaw, soften your shoulders. And we're going to start out moving with our breath. Inhale, lift your arms up and overhead. Look up towards the sky. If you're standing, press your feet down, really stretch so you feel this in your outer shoulders. Then as you exhale, bring your palms together at the center of your chest. Inhale, lift up, look up, breathe. Exhale, palms together, center of chest. 3 more like that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, palms together, center of chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, palms together. Last one. Inhale, lift up, stretch nice and tall, be as big as you can. Exhale, palms together, center of your chest. Lift your chest nice and tall into your thumbs, chin parallel to the floor. Pause here. Again, take another deep breath in. Exhale out. Release your arms by your sides. And now lift your arms overhead again. This time, with your right hand, grab your left wrist. Stretch your left wrist up straight and strong, make that left arm strong as an arrow, and then tilt over to your right. Move your hips slightly to the left. Again, if you're standing, take your chin away from your chest, look to the left. If you're standing, make your legs nice and strong. Push your feet down into the floor. Everyone extend up and out of your hip through your left fingertips. Really reach. Try to bend more to the right. Come back up to the center. Stretch up. Switch the clasp of your hands. Left hand to right wrist. Stretch nice and tall. And then tilt to your left. Hips to the right. Chin away from your chest. Look to the right. If you are standing, make those legs nice and strong. Push that right foot into the floor. Extend up and out of your right hip, everyone, through those right fingertips. See if you can lean a little more. And then come back up to the center. Stretch both arms up. Exhale, reach your arms by your sides. And the next pose we're going to do is called eagle arms. We're going to start out in a goalpost arm position. So arms up. And then you have 3 options here. So everyone's going to take their right elbow underneath their left elbow. You can either, choice 1, grab opposite shoulders and extend your elbows out. Option 2 is to put the backs of your hands together. Or option 3, wind it again and put the palms of your hands together. No matter which choice you choose, so go ahead and choose your choice. Whichever choice you choose, extend your elbows out away from you. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Reach the top of your head up towards the ceiling and push your elbows down even as they're extended away from you. And what you should feel here is that your shoulder blades are pulling apart on your back. Keep reaching the top of your head up as you push your elbows out and down. Good. Come back to that goalpost arms. And now take your left elbow under your right. Again, you can go shoulders, you can go backs of hands, or palms together. In any case, extend your elbows out and down towards the floor. Pull your belly button towards your spine. So in other words, engage your abdomen. Reach the top of your head up towards the ceiling and keep pushing those elbows out and down, and feel your shoulder blades stretch apart on your back. This can be a kind of a hard place to stretch, but we use these muscles a lot when we're like staring at a screen, honestly. So hopefully you feel a little bit of relief here. Good. Slowly unwind, lift your arms back up, and exhale, arms by your sides. And just one more pose before we get into the journaling. I'm going to turn to this side here. So you have two options. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our back. If that's not accessible to you, you can either grab onto a towel or a belt and keep your arms further apart, or you can grab opposite elbows, which looks like this. If you have your palms together or your hands clasped, try to straighten your arms the best that you can. It's okay to keep a slight bend in your elbows. Squeeze your shoulders in, lift your chest up, maybe look up for a second, a little back bend in the upper back. Then as you exhale, you're gonna fold forward, round forward, bring your arms up and overhead, let your head hang. Keep squeezing your shoulders in towards your spine and keep reaching your knuckles up towards the ceiling. If you have your elbows, you're going to reach your elbows up towards the ceiling. And just pause here, take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, come on back up. Release your arms by your sides, stand nice and tall. Strong and powerful. This is called mountain pose. We are solid no matter what's going on around us. We are staying strong. We are staying solid. And this is the physical embodiment of that to me.
Yeah, that was great. As you can see too, I was seated the whole time, but you can be standing too. So you can do either one, you know, if you need to take a moment while you're sitting in front of your screen or whatever, you can be seated and do all of that. That was really helpful because I also love to breathe into each movement too, especially if you have like some sore muscles or anything like that, or knots from sitting and staring for so long.
Yeah, absolutely.
So something that I have been talking to my students about this week are, you know, we're going to have some more changes coming up soon, whatever that looks like for everyone. What can we do before that time in these last couple weeks before our schedule changes again and kind of more unknowns in the future? How can we be grateful for what is happening every day right in front of us? And so I've been talking about how every morning I write in a journal, and I like to write some things that I am grateful for. Or I'm writing about like, what do I intend to do each day? What is something I really want to kind of focus on that keeps me grounded, and I like to just bring some mindfulness to it, just being mindful of, wow, I even though this is a hard time, I'm really appreciative of getting a little bit more sleep because I'm at home, or because I don't have to wear, you know, I can wear sweatpants maybe a little bit more than I normally do. So a lot of my students this week have said that they are enjoying the sleep. And even one student I noticed was laying on the couch as we were talking. So, you know, maybe some of those positive things, what can we be grateful for? How can you write it down in your journal? Sometimes it's really helpful to put a paper and pencil together since we are so much on our computers. How can you know, get away from that and write down some things that you're grateful for every day, or just what can you be more mindful of in these next few weeks before we change again? So, I feel like that's a really good practice. There's also just other things like, what's one word you can focus on today that's positive? What's one thing I'm grateful for today? So just kind of being mindful of some of those things. And I often tell my students that when we write them down, it just is also kind of a mindful moment when you're writing something and you're focusing on it. Even journaling itself can be a mindful moment. So just offering some of those kinds of tips to really cultivate some gratitude in these, you know, very, very confusing and uncertain times. And I know that, you know, before all of our schedules change again, how can we just be mindful of some of those positive things? Because there are positive things that are happening, but we do have to mindfully choose them and look for them.
Yeah.
So
I really like that, Adrienne. I feel like everybody's so busy and anxious, and it's like it's not one more thing, one big thing to take on. It's literally one word, less than 5 minutes, and brings it into our conscious mind of what is good right now and what could we be grateful for. I
mhm,
certainly like that tip.
yeah, yeah. I offered some of my students, what are you going to miss maybe about the schedule that you currently have that might change, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
just thinking of things like that. Sometimes it's helpful to think about the things you're grateful for. If you think about what would I miss if it
Yeah.
wasn't here anymore. So I hope that you find some of these videos helpful to you. I hope that you take just a little bit of time and do them. It is so important, especially as we all go through this together. So
Yeah.
thank you for watching.
Thank you so much.